What's up YouTube, Chase Oliver 68 here. Okay, so today's video, I'm just going to go over how I feel about Sheamus winning the number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown recently. So if you watch SmackDown, you know that happened. Sheamus defeated Mark Henry and Christian in a triple threat match. And what I don't understand is I thought we were supposed to get a bigger picture with the whole Randy Orton Christian thing. I mean, you kind of tease Christian turning heel over the limit after the match with Orton. Why couldn't you build off that even more? Unless they're trying to save this whole Orton and Christian thing, you know, at SummerSlam, which would be cool, especially for me since I'm going to SummerSlam. But at the same time, it's kind of like you throw Sheamus in there, and we already know Orton's going to win that encounter matches. And then I don't know what you're going to have next. Are you going to have Mark Henry versus Orton, or are you going to do Orton versus Christian at Money in the Bank and have Christian turn heel there? Or is Christian going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match and cash in at SummerSlam? What's going to happen? That's the question. But with Sheamus as number one contender, I really don't see how it benefits SmackDown because you wanted to produce new feuds. You wanted it so that way it was something different every time. But we saw Orton versus Sheamus last summer, and I'm not gonna lie, those matches were not the greatest matches ever. Orton and Sheamus, like I don't feel like they have good chemistry with each other. I mean, as much as Sheamus, I believe, is a little bit better talent wise than Orton. But the thing is, both men need some type of support. If you guys get what I'm saying, some type of help, to carry them throughout the match. We've seen Sheamus's matches, and when he faces someone that's kind of like a high flyer, or I want to say kind of like a technical wrestler, a high flyer technical wrestler, or like a Triple H, a much more experienced brawler, Sheamus turns out to look pretty good in his matches. Some matches with Daniel Bryan comes out to mind. His match with Christian recently on SmackDown was a very good TV match, and then his match with Triple H at WrestleMania 26, very underrated WrestleMania match. Wrong guy won, so it gets like the gets down on my ratings, but it was still a pretty damn entertaining match. Sheamus needs support, and you look at Randy Orton, he needs support too. Randy Orton, he's been good in the ring for a while, but now it just comes to a point where it's just like, okay, so what's next? Is he just going to do the RKO out of nowhere? There's no surprise and intensity in a Randy Orton match anymore, mainly because he's a face, and there's no reason to be like supported behind Randy Orton. With a Randy Orton that was a heel back when he was facing Triple H for the WWE Championship, or his first real actual title run when he was WWE Champion in '07 to '08, you at least wanted to, you know, see Orton lose or see what Orton was going to do next because there was some good heat around him. There was something that made you interested in a Randy Orton match. Now it's kind of like he comes out, does his robotic voice, does the same old board moves. I mean, yeah, sure, he turns it up, twists it up a little bit, but it's just not entertaining. And the fact that if you look at the Sheamus Orton matches from years past, it's mostly going to be headlock, punch, row kick, Irish back curse, Randy Orton's backbreaker, Hangman DDT, and RKO. That's not exciting to me. That's not a match I want to see. I wanted to see Christian and Orton, become a bigger picture. But if WWE is going to have it where Christian's going to feud with Mark Henry, then win, like, what are you going to do for Money in the Bank? Not have a world title match, just have a tag match? Because, in my opinion, they should have just kept Christian hot. You could have made this into a big summer type feud, drag it on, because really, Sheamus, he's a good talent. But right now, he's a heel, and you're going against a Randy Orton that should be a heel. It's just kind of like, just the styles don't clash, in my opinion. They don't have good chemistry. I just don't see how this match can be highly entertaining. I don't see how we can make this match, like, how can we sell this match to say, hey guys, you must order Capital Punishment to see Sheamus versus Orton. Now, if they add Christian to the mix, I guess that could be interesting, but at the same time, you want to try to get Mark Henry into that top heel spot. And I do not want to see Mark Henry versus Orton. But I would have rather seen it at Capital Punishment. Capital Punishment, I don't really see as becoming a big card. I see it more of a throwaway card for WWE to build up to the Money in the Bank the next month. That's just my view on Capital Punishment. But so far, it's just you already set your world title match, Orton versus Sheamus. And I know this is not part of the video, but I might as well explain it. On SmackDown, you basically had Sin Cara get a good clean win over Chavo. what was the point of that? Now it's just like, how do you continue that Sin Cara Chavo feud? But nonetheless, Orton versus Sheamus, I don't think it would be a good match. I don't like Sheamus as number one contender at this point. Maybe if it was Christian, just winning that money, just winning that Extreme Rules, defended it out over the limit against like Mark Henry, and we got Sheamus versus Christian, I'd be down for that. But the fact of the matter is, you have two guys whose styles are just terrible with one another. It doesn't make an entertaining match. It doesn't make me want to, go out and watch it or in order to pay per view. That makes any sense to y'all. So, anyways, I hope you guys liked my thoughts on Sheamus winning the number one contendership. So, if you guys like me, subscribe up above, comment down below, and like or dislike this video. This is Chase Oliver 68, and I hope you guys enjoy your day.